So you guys have probably noticed so far that I felt like we had to do a little bit of a Halloween special because it's around Halloween.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Me neither.
So this is the spooky Brotherverse Halloween special. The Hallowverse so spooky.
The Boooootherverse.
The Boooootherverse.
I feel so boother.
Welcome to the Boooootherverse.
Previously in the Brotherverse.
Your friend Sage, her soul currently lies trapped in the capital city of Omnia, 20 years in the past. You actually recognize this area as Fjord. Omnia is several days' journey from here. You must pass through the deep woods. It is quite impenetrable without a guide. The name is Tiiashi. I must ask you to venture into the woods and find Tihi the Midnight Lily. But you must be careful, there are spirits about. I mean, we're all going to the festival, right? So how's your float looking?
We should make a Brendan Fraser float.
We would like to award you with crowns of midnight lilies. You'll have to tell TE all about this on our journey south. So, if you guys remember, last time we played, you went into the deep woods and collected midnight lilies for Tiiashi. And then you flew Brendan Fraser back to her, and you've been traveling south towards Omnia for the last couple weeks now. So now we're in new territory.
All right.
Okay, so you've been traveling with Tiiashi for a couple weeks now on your way to Omnia. And you are currently sitting around a campfire. It's night. You've stopped to rest for the day. And you are about 3 or 4 days' journey away from Omnia at this point. But TE is sitting with you, and you've been talking about the city of Omnia. She has informed you that it's just a big, sprawling city. There's a lot of poverty and crime because it's a giant metropolis. A lot of people come there to try and make it in the world. But recently, like in the last year, things have gotten kind of crazy with Lord Orthgard going out. He's leveled 2 cities in the region of Mardinia under the premise that he's like proactively protecting the city of Omnia. And he's been trying to rally people around to support these missions that he's going on that end up leaving certain towns riddled with dead bodies, you could say.
And this is still 20 years ago. Yeah.
This is still 20 years ago. So
right.
This is about a year after the first talisman was found. And this is way, way back information from like episode 5 when all the stuff about the talisman was first talked about.
Yeah, we got all that info from General Sage, basically told us about all this. Okay.
General Sage and Fira, yep. So TE is sitting with you, and she says, "Is there anything you would like to know about the city of Omnia from me? I am a vast pool of knowledge." TE is a vast pool of knowledge. Third person. We got to remember third person.
Well, I guess first of all, do you know where like the dungeons might be, where they keep prisoners of the city?
TE's best guess is that all prisoners of the city are held in the dungeons below the main castle in the middle of the city. But the main castle is very, very heavily guarded. There are highly trained knights as well as magic wielders that patrol the outskirts of the castle 24/7. It is a very dangerous place to try and sneak in. However, there are ways. There are many, many tunnels that lead below the streets, and there are some certain criminal entities you may be able to talk to who can guide you into the city if that is your need.
Where should we set up like a base? I mean, I guess we just need a place to stay while we're there.
T does not know what this may look like for you. It has been a long time since T has been to the city, and she does not have many contacts anymore. inside. You may have to do some exploration by yourself. Although it may be beneficial for you to create some alternate identities in order to protect yourself in case things go south.
I have a suggestion for you, Orc.
Crow?
I was going to say rock.
Swap one more letter.
Yeah, that works.
You've almost exhausted all of your letter scrambling abilities.
I could do core.
Core.
Is that it?
That might be it.
I think that might be it.
Yeah.
I'll decide which one I want when we get there. I'll build both personas.
Perfect.
I guess I'll be FUP.
Real hidden.
Yeah.
No one will ever
They'll
know.
never figure it out.
2 F's. FUP.
Yeah. Fup. Trying to rearrange mine, and I was just like, Rennie. You just hold it out extra long. It's like multiple Y's.
Yeah,
Or I just go with Yearney. The
Yearney.
bring back Yearney.
It's the rise of Yearney.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, isn't that your name?
Yeah. Orc's like,
Yo.
I got one for you. Yenry.
No. That is my name.
All right. So you guys are talking about your identities, and I want everyone to roll a perception check.
Ooh,
At 14.
nat 20.
21.
Okay. So Yenri and Orc, you start to hear a rustling in the bushes around the campfire. It sounds like someone is directly north of you and moving through the bushes to the east.
Do you guys hear that?
I do.
I do not.
I draw my rapier in preparation.
Okay. And you hear a hiss from the bushes near the caravan.
I shine my do I have it? Do I shine my brightness pebble?
So you hold up your brightness pebble and it casts light 30 feet, and that's enough to get to the bushes. And you hear the rustling and the hissing stop, and it's quiet, and all you can hear is crickets.
Yenri approaches the bush. Rapier drawn.
Okay. So you start walking towards the bush, and you're getting closer and closer. And all of a sudden, you see a pale man in raggedy clothes jump out of the bushes and grab onto you. And roll for initiative.
Grab onto me.
16.
10.
14.
Okay.
And Yenri says, gross, get this pale, hissy dude off me.
And so, Yenri, you're looking directly at the face of this creature, and he has bloodshot red eyes, and he starts to hiss as he's on you, and he attempts to bite you. And what's your AC?
Oh, don't let him bite you.
15.
Okay. So he opens his mouth, and you see 2 fangs on his front incisors, and he bites into your neck.
Oh, God.
Edward Cullen?
Fucking
And he
bath
does-
salts vampire.
Vampire?
He does 9 points of damage.
Ow.
I don't think we can trust Yenri anymore.
Is Yenri a vampire?
No.
All right. So next
Yenri,
is
are you a
Puff.
vampire?
Nah, I think I'm good. Didn't like that, for sure. But so far, I think I'm feeling pretty human.
All right, whose turn is
All
it?
right. It's Puff's turn next.
I'll do something about it in a minute, Yenri.
Move it along.
Okay.
I'll let Puff go first.
I am going to use Blight on that man.
Okay.
On that supposed vampire.
Blight this sucker. This literal sucker.
Yeah. I'll suck the life out of him. Oh yeah, I have to roll stuff. I got a 3.
Okay. So you attempt to use Blight, and the creature does not seem to be affected by it.
Oh, because I missed or because he's immune?
Roll an Arcana check.
Oh, sweet. 15.
Okay. So you believe this creature is undead.
Oh. Shoot. Well, it's up to you, Orc. Oh, sorry, Rock. Crow.
All right. So you missed? Your magic didn't work?
No, it seems like he is undead.
Undead?
Yeah.
So like alive?
Like he was dead.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of confusing.
And they undead.
He is dead. Already, I think. But like,
So I don't have to do anything.
The holes in my neck say otherwise.
no, like I think this battle's over.
Wait, don't leave.
So you did hit him. All right.
No, not necessarily.
Yenri's life force continues to be drained from his body.
I feel pale.
I think he used Mega Drain on Yenri. It was super effective.
I guess I'll hit him with my great axe. So I roll a d20.
Gotta get back up.
I add something to it. So that's a 13.
Okay, so you take a swing and your axe, you push through, and it seems like this creature like pulls Yenri out of the way, and you bury your axe in the dirt next to them.
Whoa. Shoot.
So this thing's still like latched onto Yenri.
Yes.
Is it like currently have its fangs in his neck?
Yes.
Oh, but Jesus.
Whoa.
Yenri.
Sorry, Yenri, I missed. He's unhittable.
It's fine. It's okay.
You do have multi-attack, Orc, don't you?
Oh, I do.
Orc chooses to sit out the second attack.
This is a lost cause, honestly, guys.
He can't be hit. He can't be. I don't know what this thing is.
He's the master of
He's undead, unhittable.
I don't want to help you, but at the same time, I will remind you what powers you do have.
Thank you.
Remind you how to play the game.
I am unintelligent, so I need that help.
Oh no, Orc is unsmart.
Second one was a 24.
Okay, that one hits.
That's a 9.
Okay. So you cleave your axe into the body of this thing that's hanging onto Yenri, and it starts to bleed through the wound, but the blood looks like dark, like almost blackish.
Gross.
It's unattractive.
All right, and then next is going to be Yenri.
Did you say he let go of me, or is he still holding on?
Oh, no, he's still biting you for sure.
Oh, okay.
You are actually grappled currently.
Do I have to ungrapple then? Mm-hmm. Okay. I would like to do that, I guess. Or can I still attack while I'm grappled, or do I need to like...
I think you're immobilized when you're grappled.
Okay. Well then, yeah, I would like to try to break the grapple, I guess.
So roll a strength check.
13.
Okay. So you're able to break away from this creature. You push it off of you and it falls on the ground and it like writhes in pain a bit and then stands back up and is glaring at you. And you can move at this point.
Yeah, I'd like to run back to behind Orc.
Okay.
And
so it will
hide.
get an attack of opportunity as you run away.
Even if I ungrapple? Okay.
Yep. So it's going to try and reach out and claw you as you run away. and it misses. So you run back and you're hiding behind Orc now. And you can feel the piece of your neck that was bitten just throbbing, and you're feeling a little bit dizzy at this point.
Uh-oh. It's happening.
I don't feel good.
And then next is going to be Puff.
TE, he needs medicine.
TE's there. TE runs over to Yenri, says, "This does not look good. Quick, dispatch of that creature."
Oh.
And it's going to be Puff's turn next.
Can you herbalize me and fix this?
Hairball eyes.
Hairball eyes.
If that'll help.
Blah. I feel better.
She'll just curl up in your lap. All right, Puff, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna use magic missile as a 4th level spell,
Oh, wow.
which is a lot of darts.
Is that 6 darts?
6 darts.
So it's 64 plus 1 each.
Yep.
64 plus 6.
5, 9, 14, 17, 21. 24.
24 damage?
Yep.
Damn. Okay. So missiles erupt from your fingertips and rush towards this creature, and it's still laying on the ground, and you see it just get battered by these magic missiles, and it's looking very weak at this point.
It's pretty strong.
And next is going to be Orc.
All right. I got him. I'm going to rage, because why not? And great axe. 23.
All right, that hits.
And I do 8 damage. And then the second one.
All right. Before you're able, so you plant your axe firmly into the creature on the ground and lift it up into the air. And as you do that, you see the creature like fall dead and stop moving on the ground. And its flesh disintegrates in front of you and flies up into the air. And all that's left is a skeleton there.
Whew.
And as you see, it's just the skeleton of a normal man, but there's fangs in the front on the top set of teeth.
Guys, he's dead. He's dead. He's re-dead. He's a skeleton.
He's like, yeah, is he dead?
I don't know anymore.
And TE walks up to the skeleton and inspects it, and she said, "This is not good. This is not good at all. You have been bitten by vampire. This is out of my realm of knowledge of an herbalist, but we must get you somewhere quickly. This could turn poor very, very quickly.
What's going to happen?
Oh, what?
We may lose Yenri to the land of the dead."
Oh, boy.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, and Yenri, roll a Constitution saving throw.
17.
Okay. You're feeling a little bit woozy, but you feel okay. And TE rushes over to her cart. He says, "Quickly, everyone, back in the car. We must go see a friend of mine immediately near here. We must go to the potion shop of Hagartha." Here, wait, I need to look up the name again. we,
I thought you said she was a good friend.
we must go to the potion shop of Hagartha Hurstburger near here. She is a potion master beyond even my skill, beyond TE's skill. Quickly.
Oh, I'm glad she's close. All right, I throw Yenri in the cart and hop in.
Ow!
All right. And Yenri's rolling in the back, and you guys all get in, and TE yells, "Go, horses, go!" And you start flying off into the forest. And you're riding at like a breakneck pace for several hours, and it's still like it's gone from evening to full darkness now. And there's very, very little moonlight at this point because you guys are nearing the new moon, and you're just rushing through the forest.
Like the second Twilight film? Or is that the third Twilight film?
Exactly. And so you're running for a few hours, and Yenri, roll another Constitution saving throw.
11.
Okay. You start to feel a little hungry.
You guys got any snacks?
You doing all right there, buddy?
What
I don't feel great.
what kind of hunger you feeling there, Henry?
The stomach kind?
Okay. Just
I hear-
checking.
I hear you're supposed to suck out poison when you get bitten. You want me to suck out poison?
You want
not
Orc
really.
to suck your neck?
If you think it'll help.
That's what I hear.
I'd like to see it.
All right, I'm gonna stop raging, and then
Rage suck.
gingerly suck the poison out of Yenri's neck.
All right, you're doing that. It doesn't seem to have much of an effect.
I don't know much about vampires. I don't know if they're poisonous. So much as like
They have fangs.
just that's true. Okay. I'm in no state to make that decision, so suck away.
All right. Well, he keeps going
gross.
at it, and it keeps really not doing a whole lot.
You taste gross, Yenri.
I feel gross, Orc. Maybe I should try sucking your neck.
Yeah.
Wait, is this?
Yeah.
No, hold on. Is this like some kind of vampire trick?
I don't know. Is that
Oh, nice try, Yenri.
Nice try, vampire.
I'm feeling a little hungry.
Yeah, and Yenri's looking pretty pale right now, for sure. And yeah, the hunger is growing inside of you.
Don't let
But
him near
you,
your neck, Puff.
No. I mean, kind of want to get in on this action, though.
I don't care how lonely you are.
Can I use minor illusion to make him look less pale? He's grossing me out.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that.
I do that.
All right. So Yenri has two little rosy cheeks that appear on his face, so he's looking pretty embarrassed
Orc?
and or lively.
Look, Orky's fine.
Oh, look, I did it.
Yeah. Good job.
The bloodletting sucking worked.
All right, Yenri,
And you
we're going to
believe
go
this.
back now.
TE, we're good.
And when I
figured
move
it
my
out.
head quickly, it looks like a Snapchat filter where it just like lags behind slightly, so the rosy cheeks are floating across my face weirdly.
Yeah.
Yenri, just don't move quickly and you'll be fine.
And so you guys are sucking each other's necks. Well, I guess there's only one neck sucking a carrying. And you guys are just rumbling down the road, and it's the cart is bouncing up and down pretty extremely because you're on this rough road. And you're looking out the front window where TE's on the front of the cart, and you start to see some lights in the distance. And you crest over a hill, and you see a small town in front of you that's lit up. The windows are lit up from the fires inside. And T rushes down the hill, and you eventually get to this small brick home that is on the outskirts of the town. And there's a fire inside, and there's smoke rising. And TE gets out, and she says, "Quickly, grab Yenri. We must go inside immediately."
Okay,
And she runs up and knocks on the door.
I got him. Come on, Yenri.
Swing low, sweet chariot.
Don't sing death songs, Yenri. Sing life songs.
Lifehouse?
Lifehouse? Yeah.
I can't think of a single Lifehouse song.
Me neither.
I was going to say, I'm 6
here-
feet from the edge, but that's Creed. I
Creed.
think.
Oh, okay. I was like, what's the I'm here without you, baby? No, that's
that's-
3 Doors Down. I'm wrong again. Same era, wrong band.
All these 2000s.
He's just not in the mind state for it.
Yeah. And so you grab Yenri and sling him over your shoulder, and you run to the door, and TE's knocking. You see the door open, and in front of you stands a very old mountain dwarf woman, and her eyes go wide as she sees TE, and she says, "TE, my old friend, why are you here so late? Why are you here at all?" And TE says, "Hagatha, We must come inside immediately. A friend of T.E. has been bit by vampire. And Hagatha says, "Oh, no, not another one." And she says, "Quickly, please come inside. Please come inside."
And Yenri holds out his hand and says, "Hi, Yenri, vampire in the making. Nice to meet you."
And her eyes just go wide at you, seeing how pale you are. And she runs inside, and you can see it's just a quaint cottage. But on the wall, there's rows and rows and rows of science glass filled with different potions. And her table has like some food on it. And there's another mountain dwarf sitting in a corner petting a goat. And he's just been looking into the fire, and he kind of looks up at you as you enter. But then Hagatha goes to the table, and she wipes everything off the table, and she says, please lay him down now."
Okay. Yeah, here, please help him. We've done all we can. We were in there sucking each other's necks, and it doesn't seem to be helping, but
Not
please
surprised at that.
do what you can.
Okay, let me inspect him. And Hagatha goes over and starts looking. She pulls open Yenri's eyes and is looking at him, and then opens up his jaw and sees the fangs and like reels back for a moment. And Yenri, roll another Constitution saving throw.
Are you going to suck my neck next?
He has fangs.
He said I have 16.
Okay. And so you're able to, you feel hungry, and you're like seeing Hagatha, and she seems a little bit tasty. You see her skin, and you can see like a vein throbbing in her neck, but you resist the urge to reach out and bite her.
Oh, God.
And Hagatha stands back, and she says, "This is worse than I thought. He has been bitten by a vampire. Please, T.E., you must help me concoct a potion. Like, my son in the corner, Hamish, please take the other two and make them something to drink. Please, we must have solitude in here." And so the other mountain dwarf stands up from the fire, and he's like, "All right, cool. Yeah, guys, if you want to just follow me back here, my grand hag has to work. So yeah, we should just get out of here for a moment."
Are you sure? You sure we can't help in some way?
Like, no, it'll be too many cooks in the proverbial kitchen. I would say, please leave us.
All right. Be strong, Henry. Sing Lifehouse. We'll see you later.
Hold on.
I don't know any
Don't-
Lifehouse songs.
Don't go to the light or the dark, okay?
Okay.
Just stay in the gray.
Okay. Float right in the middle.
So the other mountain dwarf, Hamish, takes the two of you, and you walk through a door into a small kitchen area.
Ham.
And,
Hamish.
he walks in, and there's like a pot of water on the on a fire there, and he pulls out. He's like, "You guys want any tea or anything?"
You got
yeah.
anything a little stronger?
Oh yeah, man, I got tons of stuff stronger.
Oh. What do you got?
Like, oh, I got some herbs here I could just throw in if that's cool with you.
Sure. Yeah.
Sweet, awesome. All right. And he takes some water and pours it in, and he puts some different herbs in the cups, and he's like, "All right, party on."
To Henry.
Hey, Yenri.
Yeah, to Yenri.
I'm not dead yet.
So Hamish is sitting with there as you are drinking your new concoctions. He says, "Man, I'm really sorry about your buddy there. That's a real bummer. Yeah, things have been kind of shitty here lately, honestly. Like there's been vampire attacks happening pretty frequently around here. And my grand hag there, she's been doing all she can to help people, but it seems like all that she can do is kind of put off the effects until it doesn't work anymore."
Wait,
Whoa,
what?
whoa.
Wait,
You're
what?
saying she can only, she can't cure it?
No, I mean, like, vampirism's pretty permanent, man. It's not good, and it seems like the vampire bites here, it's like they're okay for a bit, and then they get lost in like a blood rage sort of thing, and then like eventually die by going crazy. It's really a bummer.
So what she's doing in there right now is just prolonging the inevitable.
I mean, a little bit. Yeah, it's like we're still trying to find like a good cure for it. It's only been about a month since the attack started. I guess I should officially welcome you to the city of Greyheart. So, little
No wonder
history
you've
here.
had vampire attacks. Why would you name your city that?
Yeah,
You don't even know the half of it. So, the Greyheart city was founded by the Greyheart family. They're really like super famous vampire hunting family, and the Greyheart Manor actually sits up on the hill here. And I mean, this town's existed for hundreds of years, man. But like recently, like the last Greyheart, Lux Greyheart, lived in that manor up the hill. But a vampire came in and took over the manor about a month ago, and must have been from like revenge or whatever. And the vampire's been creating havoc here. So we've been having like curfews in the city. You can't go out at night. We've been trying to send out people to Omnia to like come help us, but like it seems like the vampires keep getting them. So yeah, it super sucks.
I feel like we gotta go kill that vampire.
Yeah, man, I think that is the only way. It's like if you kill the master vampire, then like everyone stops being vampire.
Wait, so that's true? We know that?
Yeah, man.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, but that's like a master vampire. I can't mess with that. I mean, there's no one around here that can mess with that.
We have
Hamish?
to mess with that.
Yeah, we will mess with that, Hamish.
Whoa, seriously?
Oh, we'll mess with that.
We can't let Yenri die.
No, man, that would suck.
How many other people are in like vampire limbo right now?
All the people who got bit by vampires are mostly dead at this point. There's one person that's still at the church. They're trying to keep him like in the realm of the living.
How
I guess
long-
you could say.
How long do we have, Hamish? How quickly?
I mean, the potion will maybe keep Yenri going for a couple days, but yeah.
All right.
We gotta go. We gotta get on this.
So Yenri can come with us.
He should be okay for a couple more days. I mean, he's not in like the like bloodlust state yet or anything, but yeah, man.
Puff, should we tell him? Unless Grand Ham already has.
Grand Hag. Grand Ham. It's all ham.
I was gonna call out because no one knows. Maybe people will, but I feel like that's gonna be an obscure reference.
Yeah.
The Ponyo.
I rewatched Ponyo recently. That's why we're yelling ham.
So go figure out the rest of the reference
Joke
yourself.
must land.
Yeah. Go watch Ponyo and then you'll get the ham reference.
Great.
I think Yenri would want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he need to use my emotional support goat? Hannah Banana is like really great with people.
I think he would love that.
I'd like
All
to
right,
have a
sweet.
support goat around.
Very cool. And he goes down and pets Hannah, and Hannah just lets out a meh.
It has to be Hamma. I'm sorry.
Does she make a good powder keg?
Oh, I don't know what that is, man. But Hannah's pretty great at everything, so maybe.
Do you milk her?
No, I never have. Never really thought about it.
Oh.
Yeah, it seems like something a normal person would do with the goat. I just have her for emotional support.
Yeah.
Good
Well-
support strong and healthy bones, too. That's sweet.
Yeah. It's a good drink. We could try it sometime.
Cool,
Whenever
cool,
you're
cool, cool.
comfortable.
All right. Well, yeah, let's deal with your, like, undead friend, and then talk about that.
pour alcohol in the mix.
Near
Yeah.
undead. But yeah, can we? All right, let's take the goat in there, and we got to break the news.
All right, sweet. All right, Hannah, let's go. Meh. And you guys walk through the kitchen door, and Hamish says, "Hey, Grandhag, I kind of filled in these guys on like vampirism, more or less. They want to talk to their friend." And Grandhag just says, "Very well," and kind of steps aside from Yenri, who's looking a little more like flush.
Hey, Henry.
We got
Buddy.
Oh, hey guys.
here's a goat. Do you want to pet the goat?
Of course I do.
And Hannah trots up to Yenri's side.
I reach
And
down a hand
lifts
and
her
pet the
head.
goat.
Pet the furry wall, Yenri. We got some good news and we got some bad news.
Okay. How about bad news first?
The bad news is that there is no cure for vampirism.
Okay. Kind of hard to believe there's good news. now.
But the good news is I lied. There is a cure.
Oh, that was literally the only thing that could have been good news. So, thank you. What is it?
So there's a master vampire living in the manor at the top of the hill. If we axe that guy, then you will go back to normal.
Axe him? Like the body spray?
Like kill him. Like what?
Like the
yeah.
body spray.
He smells awful.
Henry,
Okay.
I carry my great axe with me every day and use it in every battle. That's the
Your-
first thing you think of.
Your
when you hear
great
the word-
axe body spray. That's what I've been imagining this whole time.
You got a double pit to chesty.
I just I just spritz them down every time we battle. With my great axe body spray.
The Brotherverse, sponsored by Great Axe Body Spray.
I also have 2 hand axe body sprays.
For on the go.
Yeah. More mobile.
Well, we could probably take him on, right? I don't know much about vampires.
Yeah, we kind of have to. Is the
I guess I
thing.
should probably learn. That's going to be my culture soon. If we
Young-
don't kill him,
Your culture is gonna be dead.
Yeah. You'll get to be them for like, I don't know, a week, week,
Yeah.
and
yeah,
then
probably.
you'll be dead. So
Oh,
I guess if
okay.
you really want to commit to that culture for a week, go for it.
No, not worth it. Let's try to kill this guy, I guess.
Grandham, how do you kill a vampire? I guess I killed one already.
That didn't seem hard.
The way to fight a vampire is with a stake through the heart that can immobilize them.
Like a T-bone?
Garlic, sunlight, like a T-bone. No.
Covered in garlic butter? Is that?
Well, I mean, that
Vampires
would be effective with garlic butter.
Medium
but not
rare?
the steak of it.
Are
in
we
and of
trying to
itself.
give him a heart attack? Is that the plan?
Just drive up his cholesterol over years.
It's gonna have to be a big steak. Yeah. We only got 2 days.
Hearty diet of red meat.
Sorry, Ham. We're going to need this goat unless you have any cows around.
I mean, if you need Hannah Banana, she's yours to protect this city. Hannah is a fighter, for sure.
Oh, thanks, man.
He's a
Yeah, no
nice
problem.
guy. But I think she means like a poker, like a wood poker.
Yes, that a wooden stake.
Oh. Got any of those lying around?
I mean, it looks like you have wooden stakes on you or sharpened sticks. I don't know
Oh,
what
yeah.
the word is.
I got 4 javelins.
Are
Oh,
those wood? Cool.
Sure.
I think. Yes, I must warn you, no one has seen the vampire yet, but they seem to be quite powerful. We haven't been able to get messengers in and out of the city for weeks now.
Can we have some extra potion for the road? Grand ham.
Yes, I could give you a couple health potions, if that would be helpful in your quest.
Yeah, and the ones that are keeping Yenri alive.
Yes. T and I were able to make a quick potion out of the Midnight Lily to help Yenri sustain his life force, but I'm afraid it will only last so long.
Just give Yenri an IV bag of Midnight Lily. he can just hobble across the battlefield.
I just picture, I think it's the Archer episode, the terms of enragement or whatever.
In rampagement.
In terms of enrampagement, that's what it is. Rampage!
Rampage!
Yeah. So Grand Hag walks over to the wall and she takes down 2 bottles and hands them to you. She's like, these are the only health potions I have made at the moment, but may they be of help to you.
Thank you, Grandham. You have done a lot.
No.
More than we could have asked for.
I wish you the best and can only say that we have the highest hopes that you can rid our town of Greyheart of this menacing vampire.
We will try.
We will be forever indebted to you.
Me too.
You're coming, Henry.
Oh, fun.
If you want. I mean, if you want to hang
Oh,
here, you
yeah,
can.
I'm feeling a little better. I could probably hobble along. Yeah. Let's go kill a vampire.
It worked out great the last time. Just keep that neck covered. Hey, Grandham,
Yeah.
do you have a scarf?
Do you have neck shields?
I could give Yenri my shawl. And she pulls her, like, gray shawl off of her back and wraps it around Yenri's neck. Like, hope it keeps your slightly undead body a bit warmer.
I think it does. Thank you.
Yenri, you look better than ever.
I'm
And she gives you a little kiss on the cheek. She says, I hope the best for you, young man.
Thank you.
I want a shawl.
Yeah, you guys should probably cover your necks.
Do
I'm
you have more
already-
shawls? You're an old woman. I'm guessing you've made a lot of shawls.
No, I don't have any more shawls.
Roll for shawls. Well,
right,
we're
we
gonna
gotta-
have to be extra careful, Ark.
Yeah, or look for neck shields on the way.
Yeah.
I would just love that if you went in with shawls and the vampire was like, shawls, my only weakness. I can't possibly bite you now.
You look too good.
Yeah.
You're too fashionable.
A vampire's ultimate weakness is an infinity scarf because he can't find the end of it and never take it off you.
Yeah, and then just poofs
Yeah.
into a cloud of dust.
It's a paradox.
The Mobius shawl. All right. So,
So what's up the hill?
yes, it's the large mansion on top of the hill. And Grand Hag walks to the door and steps outside, and you follow behind her. And she points up the hill, and you see this large, like Victorian style house, kind of castle-esque, I guess, standing at the top of the hill. And the lights are currently on inside.
Oh, looks like the master vampire is home.
Yes, they appear to be there.
They? Oh, whoa, there's multiple?
Wait a minute.
Or just the unisex pronoun they.
More the unisex pronoun, I guess.
Oh.
I have not seen the vampire myself.
Yeah.
All right, let's pay him a visit, or her. Let's pay them a visit.
And Hamish walks up to you guys, and he puts his hand around. He's like, "You know what, guys? I feel like we really experienced a moment in there. We bonded as friends. I love you, and I really hope you make it through this.
Okay, thanks, Ham.
Thanks.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
For sure.
Thanks for the mystery herb.
And thanks for the goat. I like this goat.
Yeah, you're extremely generous.
Yeah, man. My things are your things. My goat is your goat. My love is your love.
All right, cool. Yeah, now your goat is our goat. So don't expect to get it back.
No, we'll try to bring Hannah back in one piece.
Oh yeah, I mean I do love Hannah. She's awesome. So
I'm just kidding, Ham. We'll take good care of Hannah.
oh, thanks guys. All right, I appreciate it. All right.
To the manor. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
All right, and you guys start walking away from the tiny potion shop, leaving T.E., Grand Hag, and Ham behind, and start walking up the hill. And I'd like to take this opportunity to let you know that the characters of Hamish, Hagatha, and Hannah Banana were created by Ryan Hurst.
What? Really?
No freaking way. Hannah Banana.
Oh, hi, listeners. This is Chris, aka ORK, Orc. We wanted to give a heartfelt shout out to our dear friend Ryan Hurst for creating these wonderful characters on today's episode. Ham and Grand Hag and Hannah Banana. Although I think maybe it was supposed to be pronounced Banana, but Banana is canon now, so sorry, Hurst. Anyway, thanks for letting us use your characters. They're ours now and you can't have them back. Love you, buddy. Also, shout out once again to our friend Phoebe, who gave us inspiration for a spooky skeleton puzzle you'll see later in the episode, or here. She did it as a Halloween one-off with her friends Devin Mormont, Riri, and Scraw in one of their sessions. So thanks, everyone. Keep sending us your ideas. We love incorporating these, and enjoy the rest of the episode.
Alrighty. So you guys are currently running up the hill, and Yenri has
Yenri's not running.
Yenri has a saline bag full of midnight lily elixir and a goat, and he's walking up the hill.
Riding Hannah Banana.
Riding Hannah Banana up the hill. And you guys are approaching the top, and you start getting closer, and you see that there are two lamps that are lit on either side of this large Victorian wooden door. And as you approach it, you hear it open slowly, and the inner glow of the home now is showing through the doors. And you start to hear a little bit of music. It's almost like a waltz playing in the background. And you hear some footsteps coming towards you, and a shadow starts to emerge. Its silhouette starts to emerge through the light that's pouring through the door. And you see a pale-looking man in a suit, and he approaches you and says, "Welcome. The master of the house awaits you in the ballroom. She does not like to wait."
Okay. I'm not sure why we came to the front door, but I guess we'll follow you. Hello, we'd like to kill the master of the house, please. We have an appointment.
Right this way.
Yeah. She's expecting you.
I guess I railroaded you into that.
No, it's good.
Yeah, we weren't
Head
paying
on.
attention. We just walked right up here. Oh, shoot.
You're on a mission.
We were planning, and as we were talking, we just walked up and knocked on the door as we were. So then we're going to sneak around the back, and then
Yenri felt attracted to the quickest route to the door.
I'm a little bit of a time crunch.
He has a yearning in his yearny heart for the being inside.
And who are you?
My name is Victor.
Are you a vampire, Victor?
I wouldn't tell.
All right, don't touch my neck. Or it covers his neck.
And Victor steps aside and bows and outstretches his arm, pointing into the home.
Okay.
Yenri feels the area around his recent bite mark on his neck pulsing as we near the stairway.
So you walk in through this front door, and the music is getting a bit louder, and you're standing underneath a giant candelabra or a giant chandelier that is lit with candles, and all the candles have blue flames. A candelabra, if you will.
Yeah.
And there's staircases reaching up on either side that are like spiraling in a circle up to a second level. And in front of you, there's 2 more doors that open, and there's darkness inside. And the music grows louder as these doors open.
Hello! I yell into the ether.
And you hear a childish laughter from inside, like a
Charlotte?
Nope. I don't want to go in there.
Oric, are you not good with scary movies?
What are movies, Puff?
Scary tales?
Like moving into scary places?
Yeah.
I'm not
Scary
good.
movies.
I'm not good with scary movies.
Looks pretty scary in there, guys. What's our next movie?
You gotta fight scary with scary.
I think we should find a less scary route so we don't have to do this scary movie right here.
But Victor is standing there next to me. He's like, please, the master of the house does not like to wait.
Guys, it's okay. I've got nothing to lose, right?
Well, we do.
Oh, except for your life.
It's already gonna get lost
Oh, yeah, it's okay.
if we don't do anything. So
Can we turn some lights on, Victor?
He's like, but of course. And he snaps, and suddenly you see the lights open up in the darkness, and you see the interior of a large ballroom in front of you. And 50 feet into the ballroom from where you can see, you just see a lump of fabric almost just laying in the middle of the floor.
All right.
And
Thanks.
the music is pretty loud coming out of these doors.
I'll walk
Alright.
inside.
Yeah, now I'll movie in there.
A not so scary movie. It's
And
your
so-
it's your B movie.
Plan B movie? All right. So you guys start walking into the ballroom, and it has large, ornate marble columns lining the walls, and there's purple banners hanging between the columns that have this, family crest on them. And the whole room's about 100 feet long, and you hear music playing, and you see this piece of fabric just, kind of in a pile in the middle of the ballroom floor. And it starts to sort of move up and down slightly with the music. It looks like there's something inside, pushing the fabric up. And it's sort of moving to the beat of the music. And then all of a sudden it pops up, and you're looking at the back of a humanoid figure with a cape. And it's starting to dance back and forth, and it has its arm outstretched in a man's dancing posture, ballroom dancing. And it's moving back and forth slowly to this eerie, waltz music. And then suddenly it turns to the side, and you see that there is a small girl, hovering in the air, holding the hand of this figure. And the figure appears to be a skeleton. And the girl looks at you, and she has long white hair and red eyes, and she says, I'm happy that someone finally came to see me. Everyone else seems like they were just too scared. My name is Lilith, master of the house. I'm see that you've come to my party to celebrate the death of the Greyheart family. And now you get to meet your guest of honor, Lux. And she turns around, and you see this, she's dancing with a skeleton that has long blonde hair coming off of its skull. And she's dancing in circles with it around the floor. And who are you?
I'm Yenri, vampire in training.
Yes, I could see that you're a spawn of one of my spawns. Welcome home.
Does that make me your grandson?
A little bit.
You're Grampire.
Hampire.
Vampire. You need to get Hamish bit immediately to make the Hampire.
My name's Rock, friend of Vampire Yenri.
And I'm Fop. Sup.
Well, I'm hoping you all came here to celebrate with me. It's been a momentous month. The Greyhearts have killed my kind for years, and now we finally get to dance on their bones.
Oh,
So is that Lux Greyheart you're dancing with?
In the flesh. And you see the skull head turn towards you, and she's being a ventriloquist. She's like, "Hey, I'm Lux. Look at me. I was a vampire killer." Bah, 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 bah. It's like disgusting humans, and she continues to dance around.
I agree. Those guys are gross.
So can you turn anything into a vampire?
Anything with a soul.
Well, that raises an interesting question.
Yeah, are we going to discuss philosophy now?
Yeah. This goat, for example. Soul?
Yeah.
Meh.
I have a soul, Greg.
Can you vamp me?
Yes, we've come to celebrate with you because our good buddy Vampire Yenri hates Greyhearts. I almost said Greyjoys.
Wonderful.
What is dead may never die. That's perfect.
Well, then I'm happy you came to the right place, because we have some party games that I'm just dying for you to try.
Lo, 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 lo.
Sinister.
Sorry. As a vampire, I enjoyed that joke.
I think that we need to play a little game to introduce you all to the manor. It's I think we should play a little game of find the bones of Lux Greyheart.
There.
Right there.
Found them.
Oh, no.
Was
We
that a
have
trick?
to hide them first.
Oh.
And you see the body of Lux Greyheart rise to the center of the room, and it's splayed out in a star shape. And she says, "First you must find the rib that protected the heart that hated us." And you see the rib cage come off of the body, and it disappears in a wisp of smoke. Is "And you must find the arm that held the stake that slayed us." And you see his right arm pop up and rise into the air and disappear. "And you must find the skull that held the tongue that blasphemed us." And you see the skull rise into the air. And she's standing there very proud. And she's like, "Once you find all the bones, we may talk again. Maybe we should start with the skull. We are in the ballroom. I feel like we need to have a few more guests join us." And you see below the floating skeleton, the earth crack open in the marble floor and split. And there's this red glow that emanates from the crack. And you see all these skulls fly up from the crack and start revolving around the skull of Lux Greyheart. And they start spinning, and spinning. And you lose sight of Lux's skull. And then the skulls pair off, and they start revolving around the room in sort of a dance pattern, and ghostly shapes form around the skulls. And now the ballroom is filled with the ghostly figures of dancing that are continuously revolving around the room to this creepy, spooky waltz that I'm excited for Dylan to write.
Anybody get a good look at that skull?
I think he had long blonde hair.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's a pretty defining feature.
Yeah.
And then Lilith rises into the air and she says, "I'll see you soon. Ta-ta!"
I try to grab one of the nearby dancers.
Okay. And you grab a gentleman, and he looks towards you with this skull embedded in this ghostly figure. He says, "Would you like to have this dance?"
Sure.
"Very well." And he turns towards you and puts his arms up.
All right, Orc takes his hands and starts dancing.
All right. And roll a performance check.
17.
All right. So you're waltzing pretty well. You look
So-
like you know what you're doing.
Sir, are you familiar with the Grey Hearts?
Oh, quite. The Greyhawks and I go back way, way back. I'm a distant cousin of the Greyhawks.
Oh. Could you kindly point out Lux to me?
Ooh, that would be too easy, wouldn't it?
Oh, you're like okay.
What a
I think
waste of a
they're
dance.
part of it.
Do you need to know what he looks like?
Sure. Yeah, I'll take that.
Maybe ask me a question of how he looks.
Is this Guess Who?
Maybe.
Does my skull zombie ghost have glasses?
No, he does not.
All right. Can we
And you see
poof
a
away
few.
all the...
Yeah, and so as you say that, you see a few of the skeletons disappear from the room.
Aha!
And you're left with a bunch of glassless ghosts. There's only a few that disappeared because this is past fantasy world, and glasses only belong to aristocrats, which they are, I guess.
Yeah.
Guys, you need to ask questions. Ask questions about what Lux looks like.
Does our zombie skull man have brown hair?
All right, so you're just saying that into the crowd, and no one responds.
Oh,
I
You
think
gotta
we
dance.
have to waltz the waltz.
okay. Can I take my goat? Wonder if Hannah can dance. I mount Hannah and then walk out and put out my arms to dance with someone and say, "May I have this dance?"
And a woman with a very tall gray wig comes over and be like, yes, I would love to dance with you, little man. And she puts out her arms, and you start spinning in a circle. And roll a performance check. And I'll roll for Hannah Banana. Hannah's a waltzer.
12.
So your upper body game is okay, but the footwork is impeccable by Hannah Banana.
Who'd have thought I'd be the weak link in this waltzing match?
And so you're spinning in circles, and this woman says, "Isn't this a wonderful party? The Greyhawks are such an affluent and impressive family."
Indeed, they are. So we're looking for Lux, obviously. Does Lux? I forget how Guess Who works.
You
Can I
do
say,
either.
does Lux have blonde hair?
Yeah.
Okay. Does Lux have blonde hair?
Oh, yes, he does. Such a darling dear. And you see a bunch of the ghosts disappear again. And there's about 20 left in the room.
Nice. Including my gray-haired
blondies.
dance partner.
I guess, yeah, your partner disappears.
Oh,
Poof. Good job, Hannah. And I give her a little pet on the head.
Meh.
excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
Or sir, would you like to dance with a lizard such as myself?
I would love to dance with you.
Wonderful.
Take my hand, small
Okay.
man.
I grab her arms and move about.
Roll a performance check.
The dance of the strength lizard.
With disadvantage. I got a 5. No,
All right.
that's an 8. Still
All
not that
right.
great.
So you're dancing, and the woman looks at you like, "You are a terrible dancer," and she throws you against the wall, and you take 13 points of damage.
Guys, I think I'm going to sit this one out.
All right, I want to dance with that one.
All right, go over to me.
Yeah. What's your name?
My name is something. Something Greyheart.
When
She's really something.
I don't think your parents tried very hard.
I was like, wow, that's really something.
Yeah.
All right, roll a performance check.
Good luck, Orc.
Oh, I got a 10.
Something in the way she moves.
So something thing is like, are there no men who can appreciate the dance of something? And she throws you against the wall.
Wow.
And you take 3 points of damage.
No.
All right, Yenri, you're up.
Do I have to dance with something? I feel like I have to now. Okay. Hannah and I trot over to something and do a little sidestep trot to entice her in.
Yeah.
And say, may I have this dance?
Of course you may. Oh, man.
27.
Yeah, Hannah rolled a 23.
Oh.
Dang.
You're like, oh, this is what I've been waiting for.
She's like Fat Zoidberg voice-wise.
Oh. Hey, something.
Yes.
Did Lux have gorgeous blue eyes?
Oh, he had the most gorgeous blue eyes. And you see another 10 ghosts disappear off the floor. And something says, farewell! And she disappears into the ether.
So long, something.
Oh, I miss her.
That might be one of my favorite characters. This entire podcast.
Something, the disgusting ghost.
Something Greyheart.
Oh, man. I would like to
right.
try again.
Okay.
I pull myself up off the ground and dust off my britches.
Mm-hmm.
And I walk over to a man ghost.
Okay.
I say, sir,
Yes.
would you like to waltz with me?
I would be delighted to waltz with you.
I rolled a 14.
All right. And he puts out his hands and you start dancing around the ball with him. He's like, I see you know the waltz quite well.
No, this is my first time. But apparently it's really easy.
Yeah, I think so.
You're very light on your feet, sir.
Thank you. What a funny joke.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even mean to do that. Because you're a ghost. I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Did Lux have any facial hair?
He did.
Was it a...
That's the only question you get. And so you see the rest of the women in the room disappear and 3 more of the guys. And now there's just, there are 3 men left dancing in the room. and they all have long blonde hair and different styles of beard and other facial hair features.
Did my man disappear?
He's actually still there.
Oh my God! I might be dancing with Lux. Oh
My.
Jesus!
I'm so starstruck.
Me?
All right, I'll grab another guy and may I have this dance, sir?
But of course, sir.
Okay, I
These
start
dudes
dancing.
are really cool with dancing with dudes. It's
Yeah.
it's refreshing.
Roll a performance check.
Oh, man, 6.
You dishonor me, sir. And he
You
throws
dishonor
you
me, sir. What are you doing?
He throws you against the wall.
I thought we were doing the vaults.
Yeah. You take 12 points of damage.
You're just leaping around him. It's the vaults.
Is that like leapfrog around the room? Or?
I couldn't think of a single other dance. Well, there is only waltz.
All right. Who's next? I guess it's Yenri's
guess
turn
me.
to
Yeah, I grab the other dude.
the third guy. Okay.
Yeah. And
Good
I say,
evening.
would you like to dance with me and my goat?
It would be my pleasure. And he holds out his hand and roll a performance check.
17.
All right. And you start dancing with him around the room.
Can I ask, sir, is your name Lux Greyheart?
My dear, it is. And you see the other guys disappear, and standing in front of you is a long blonde-haired man with a blonde mustache that is long and curling. And he stands in front of you. He's like, I hope that you can collect the rest of my body. And he picks out the skull from his own head and he hands it to you. And as it touches your hands, his form dissipates into the ballroom.
Thanks, Henry says, looking at the skull in his hands. And I hold it up into the air and say, Lilith, we got your skull.
And you hear a childish voice echo through the room. And she says, very good. I'm so happy you were able to make it through this first little party game. It's like, well, it seems like you guys need a rest. Maybe a little air? It seems like this ballroom is pretty stuffy now. How about you go out to the patio? And you see 2 windowed side doors open at the side of the ballroom.
Henry
All right.
whispers to Orc and is like, hey, why are we playing your game? Can we just stab her now?
Well, she's not here. I thought about it when she was here earlier, but I didn't do it.
Oh, is that just
I
her
froze.
voice?
Yeah, I don't know. She's dancing with a
Yeah.
skeleton. If Lux can't kill her, wow. I don't think she's gonna fall for that.
I guess that's true. Okay. I guess we'll play her games and hopefully we'll get a chance to face her.
Yeah, she said if we find all the bones, we can talk to her again.
Okay, fine. Let's go outside.
So you guys walk out the door and you're now standing on a stone patio looking out over a very long manicured lawn, and you can see some trees in the distance. But about 100 feet out, you see a candelabra standing in the middle of the grass, like a big tall candle stand, and there's a rib cage standing, or is a part of the decoration at the very top. And there are 6 candles lit at the top of the rib cage. And up next to you, you see Victor walk up to you, and he says, well, I'm very happy that you came out to join us on the patio. The master of the house would like you to take part in another game of hers. Would you each please take a bow and arrow?
Oh.
Yas.
Okay.
Sure?
Your task is to put out each candle that lies above Lux's ribcage. But I must have you know that you will be kept in place here by some of the flora of the area. and you see these spiked vines cup and they wrap around your legs and are holding you in place. And he says, each of you will take turns shooting off into the night and putting out a candle. Easy as can be, right?
Are there any other rolls, Victor?
Oh, if you miss, you'll be wrapped tighter by the vines. That is it.
Okay.
Like, and go. And Victor disappears. And the candles on top of the ribcage shine brighter.
I'll take a stab at it.
All right.
I'm gonna use a spell that I don't think I've ever used before, which is True Strike, which means that I gain advantage on the first attack against a target that I point my finger at.
Perfect.
So I point my finger at, I don't know, the far left wick, I guess.
All right, cool. And you knock an arrow and draw it back.
That didn't help. I rolled 2 3s.
Damn. Like with nothing so it would be a dexterity like attack. So you get to add your dexterity to it.
Well, I don't
But I
think
guess
I
it's
have
probably
like
not enough
15 dexterity.
still. Yeah. So the arrow flies past and misses and then burrows into the ground far off. And you take 8 damage as the vines creep up your legs and the thorns start to dig into your legs and your
That
robes.
spell is bogus. True Strike my ass.
How far are the candles?
It's 100 feet.
All right, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna aim for the far left candle and let one fly.
All right, do it. Roll them dice.
Ooh. So what? This is a dexterity attack.
Yep.
That's a 22.
All right. So you release this arrow and it goes rushing towards the candles. And you see it go right in between 2 candles, and it's moving fast enough that it puts both of them out.
Ooh.
Wow.
Hot damn.
Apparently, I'm an archer. I've never tried that before. This is my calling now.
All right, and there are 4 left.
All right, I'll give it a shot. Yeah, I will take a shot at one of the other candles. The rightest remaining candle. Oh, 12.
Okay, so you release the arrow, and it goes shooting forward, and you see it pass through the wick and put the candle out.
Woo!
And there are 3 left, and you see the flames start to burn a little dimmer now that there are 3 left.
I say, your turn, Hannah, and I hold out the bow.
And she just starts licking the arrow in the short bow.
Well, I will use True Strike again. It's a cantrip, so
Oh, nice.
see how this one goes. Okay. 16.
Okay. So you pull back the arrow and it goes rushing forward, and even with the dimmer wicks, you see this pass straight through the rightmost candle, and it puts it out. And now there are 2 candles remaining.
All right. I'll aim for the one on the left of the 2 remaining. 12.
Okay. So you see the arrow like shoot into the night, and it seems to pass right over the candle and embed itself in a hill like past it. And you miss. And you feel the vines around your legs tighten and the thorns go into your skin. And you take 12 points of piercing damage.
Shoot, I should have been raging. I would have been resistant.
Yeah.
All right, you're up, Yenri. I think.
Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to see if there's anything else I could do. Nothing is far ranging enough. Yeah, okay. I'll knock another arrow and let it fly.
All right.
Come on. Oh no. It's like an 8.
Okay. And you see the arrow fly past it and miss, and the vines start tightening around your legs as well. And you take 8 points of piercing damage.
Oh. Puff, put him out.
I'll try to shoot. Try to pull an orc and go between the two
Okay.
with True Strike.
Mm-hmm.
Obvi. It's a 3 and an 8.
Jesus. So you miss as well, and the vines wrap up far in. Now the vines are wrapped around your torso, and you take an additional 2 points of piercing damage.
Oh, that's not bad.
All right.
Ow.
All right. Here we go. I'm going to extra attack. Just try this twice really quick. And I'm going to rage first. First one is a 21.
Okay. So you knock back this arrow and you shoot, and it flies through the air, and you see it again pass through the 2 candles, and the last 2 remaining candles go out in a puff of smoke.
Boom.
And as that happens, you see the entire candelabra erupt in a mass of blue flame, and the rib cage is the only thing that's left, and it hovers towards you. And you see Victor standing there beside you all of a sudden, and he says, "Very good. This will please the lady of the house. Please, enter the ballroom once more."
All right.
Oogie.
Let's go.
And so you guys grab the rib cage and head back inside. And you hear Lilith's voice again, and she snickers a little bit, like, "I hope you enjoyed the lawn and the outside air for a little bit. Maybe it's time to get a little cozier. The billiards room is in here. Maybe you stop for a drink, for a smoke,
It's
perhaps?"
not where I thought you were going to take us.
To the boudoir, maybe?
And you see another set of doors open on the other side of the room, and you can hear a crackling fire from inside.
This has been quite lovely lately, aside from losing half my hit points.
Yeah. I agree, except for the impending death that is upon me.
Yeah.
It's a pleasant night at the castle.
And Yenri, I want you to roll a Constitution saving throw at this point.
Oh, glad I reminded you.
Yeah, that's a good reminder.
5.
5. So you're starting to feel hungry again.
Cool. I'm seeing Orc as a nice big turkey leg walking in front of me.
Mm-hmm. And so you guys step through the doors, and you're standing in this large billiards room, and there's some large comfy couches, but you notice the walls are lined the entire way around with mounted animal heads, and they all seem to be staring at you.
Whoa.
Hello.
Victor?
And Victor is not there.
Victor. Oh.
What do we have left?
The arm?
Arm.
I don't like the look of this place, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, Yenri, there's a deer next to you that's staring very intensely at you.
I can't decide whether to be frightened by that or bite it at this point. We gotta hurry up, guys.
Yeah. Hannah, don't look. Don't worry. They're
Hannah's frowning.
all fine. They're just sleeping with their eyes open.
The other half's on the other side.
Yeah.
Can I poke one of them?
You go up and poke the boar, and its mouth opens. You hear like a squeal, and it tries to bite you.
Oh.
But misses.
See, we told you they're all fine, Hannah.
So what kinds of animals are there?
So you're looking around the room, and you see a bunch of different kinds of animals. You see deer, you see beaver, you see like ducks, you see a bear, you see a wolf, fox. It seems to be like pretty much every woodland creature under the sun is in here.
I'm trying to remember what she said about the arm to see if there was any sort of clue there.
The arm that held the stake.
Yeah, the stake
That
Stab.
slayed us.
They're slayed there.
Are there any cows on the wall?
Nope.
Some woodland cows.
Pasture raised.
Eventually that pun will come to fruition.
And I guess what's in the middle of the room? Just a billiards table?
So there's a billiards table, and like I said, there's a couple couches surrounding it, and then on the like far side of the room for where the door is, you see the fireplace roaring, and then there's also a couple mirrors scattered about this room.
Just waiting for Puff to run into the mirror.
I
Yeah.
was about to say that.
I know how this works.
Hi.
That's not what I've come to know here.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
Didn't she mention cigars?
Did she?
Yeah, she's had a drink and a cigar.
Oh, yeah.
Where are the drinks and cigars we were promised, Lilith?
So there's a little like bar on wheels in the corner, and you see a decanter of liquid and a little box sitting on it.
Is it red liquid?
It looks reddish.
Good, I'm famished. And Yenri goes over and pours himself a little glass of whatever it is.
All right. You pour the glass and you put it up to your lips, and it does taste a little salty and metallic to you.
Not gonna lie, this kind of hits the spot, guys. I wouldn't recommend drinking it, but I think this is helping.
Oh, man. Well, I go look in a mirror.
Yeah. You go look in the mirror and roll a perception check.
17.
All right. You look in and you're looking at all the animals in the room, and you're noticing that in the mirror they're not staring at you.
What are they staring at?
They appear to be staring at the large stuffed bear in the room.
I go look in one of the other mirrors.
Okay. You walk over to one of the other mirrors, and the perspective of what you're looking at is different, but it still appears that the other animals are looking at the bear.
All right, I'm going to go punch the bear.
All right. You go and punch the bear, and just like the boar, it like rears up and it roars at you. And roll a perception check.
Oh, that's a failure. Crit failure.
Okay. And you see the bear roar at you, and it reaches its claw at you and tries to hit you. And it misses.
Oh,
And you see it come off of its pedestal, and it starts lumbering towards you in the room.
I think we got to kill this bear, guys. All the
right,
mirror animals
roll
were
for initiative.
staring at the bear.
Oh, God. 19.
21.
20. No, 21.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
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 Yenri, you were 19?
Yeah.
Okay. Orc Puff, who wants to go first?
You can go, Ark.
My name is Rock,
You take
think.
it. Rock.
and I will go first.
All right. So go ahead,
Oh,
Orc. It is your turn first.
I will. I'll hit him with my great axe.
All right. You do that. And you're currently not raging, if that's your intention, because you have not had rounds of combat since you raged outside.
Oh. Okay, then yes, I would like to rage. Thank you for informing me.
Okay.
That's a 27.
Yeah, that hits.
And that's 7 damage. Nope, sorry, 9 damage. And then extra attack. That's a 10.
Okay, that one doesn't hit. But your first great attack like slashes through the bear, and you notice it's just like kind of stuffing that comes out of it. It's not like blood. And so next is going to be Puff.
I'm going to use Firebolt on the
do
bear. 10?
So your firebolt goes and it hits wide and it doesn't hit the bear, and it hits a duck like on the side of the wall instead, and it bursts into flames.
Oh, sorry, Doc.
But Ryan, roll a perception check as you do that, as you launch this attack at the bear.
8.
Okay. So yeah, you just run the attack. So next is going to be the bear. So it's lumbering over Orc right now, and it reaches out with one of its giant paws and tries to bat you. So the first attack misses, and he goes wide, but then he reaches his other big claw out and tries to hit you again, and also misses. And he's just left there raising his arms above you. And next is going to be Yenri.
Okay. I'm going to stay standing a decent distance from the bear. And then I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt as a second level spell, I think. So a flash of light streaks towards the creature. And on a hit, it's going to take 5d6 radiant damage. Okay. And then the next attack against this from anyone has advantage.
Sick.
If it hits. Thanks to the mystical dim light glittering on the target that is left over from my attack.
Dim light.
22.
That definitely hits.
Sweet. 22 damage. I used the virtual roller.
Right. Nice. Yeah, 66 is a lot to roll and add up.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So this bolt of light streaks out from Yenri's hand, and it hits the bear, and he's knocked back a little bit. And then he has this glittery, shimmery light that is left over that's encompassing his entire body. And next is going to be Orc. Well, sorry. Actually, so that happens. And then you notice in the room, all of the mounts on the walls start to shake a little bit. And they pop off and they start hovering in the air and start circling around you in the room. And Yenri, roll a perception check since you just attacked.
13.
Okay. You do not see anything either. So next is going to be Orc.
All right. Double great axe.
And you have advantage too.
Oh, nice. That's a 22.
That hits.
First one does 9 damage.
Very nice.
Second one is a 27.
Also hits.
And that does
That is intense.
16 damage.
All right. This big stuffed bear is looking a little worse for wear at this point. Its stuffing is coming out of his seams. And next is going to be Puff.
Take that, bear.
Oh, shoot. I keep right. Roll your perception check, Orc.
Oh. 18.
Okay. So as you do your last strike on the bear, you see his mouth open up and he roars at you again. And you see the skeletal fingers of the end of an arm, like, emerging from the back of his throat.
Guys, I see the hand. It's in his mouth.
It's in the bear?
In the bear's mouth.
Punch him in the solar plexus. Maybe he'll, like, vomit it up.
Just reach into the stuffing and grab it.
Oh, that sounds risky. But okay. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna use I use Magic Missile as a second level. 15 damage.
All right. So yeah, the missiles erupt from the end of your hand and it hits the bear in a bunch of different spots, and each time a little bit of stuffing starts popping out. And he's looking like he's like mostly being held together by threads at this point. And it's his turn next, and he's going to turn to Orc again and try and claw him. And his first claw misses, but his second claw hits. And Orc, you take 17 points of slashing damage.
Oh,
I am resistant to that.
thank Gord.
So it's half, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So 9, you round up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then next is going to be Yenri.
Okay. I think I'm going to take out the good old rapier and just try to cut open the stitching around his throat
Yeah,
and stuff.
cut those threads.
Cut open the
Perfect.
threads and let the arm pour out. All right.
Out of context. Very weird phrase.
It's not. I got a 9.
Okay. So you ride up on Hanabana now with your IV bag and you try and stab into the neck of this bear, and it moves out of the way and you just catch some residual stuffing that's hanging out. But he is okay. And so next you see the hovering heads around the room start spinning a little faster, and then they stop all of a sudden, and they all lunge towards you guys at the same time. And make a dexterity saving throw.
5.
10.
Good thing I have advantage because the first one was a crit failure. But that's a 12.
Okay. So you guys all fail. So these animal heads like race towards you, and you feel yourself just get bitten by all of these different heads.
Oh, God.
And you each take 12 points of piercing damage.
Oi.
And the next is going to be Orc.
Man, oh man. I kind of want to try grabbing the arm, but I also feel like I just got to end this.
Just like unarmed strike, Kalim Ra him, or whatever it
Yeah,
is.
exactly. That's what I want to do.
Finish it.
Yeah. Extra attack, great axe. That's a 21.
And that definitely hits.
Ooh, and 18 damage.
All right. So you wield your great axe back and you slice across the throat of this bear, and you see it just stop moving, and the stitches all pop off around its neck, and it falls back, and you can just see the hand of Lux Greyheart sticking up out of the neck, and its fingers are moving slowly. And then all the heads that were floating around the room also fall to the ground and are immobile now.
Can I sword in the stone, hand in the stuffed neck, pull it out of the...
Hand in the bear throat.
So you reach up and you grab the hand out of the neck, and the body of this like stuffed taxidermied bear falls to the ground in front of you.
All right. We played your little games, Lilith. Here's your bones back.
And so you guys walk out of this room and back into the ballroom, and the bones that you've been carrying hover up into the room, and they rejoin to form the full skeleton of Lux Greyheart. And you hear the snicker of Lilith again, and she materializes in front of Lux's skeleton and falls to the ground. Said, "That was incredibly amusing for me. I can't tell you how bored I've been here. Ugh. Why, I'm happy that you're here at the party, and now you may leave me. I'm done."
What about our friend here?
Oh yeah, he's a vampire. He is part of the master race.
I'm not a vampire yet, Henry says, and sips his cup of blood.
Yeah, I mean you'll be a vampire for a couple days, but yeah, and then you'll die. And I'll make more.
This seems like a failed system. Why don't they get to just be vampires forever like you. Are you a vampire?
Yeah, it's a longer process. You have to like drain your entire life force and then bury you in the ground overnight, and then you come back as like a real like immortal vampire. But like that's super hard to do and it takes time. So kind of more in the realm of like biting people and them getting sick and then dying, and it just works better for me.
I mean, I'm right here. Rather than dying, I'd prefer that one.
Would you now?
Be immortal? I mean, probably. But
you will be at my beckoning. You will be shunned to the light.
that doesn't sound great, but nor does death. Orc. Okay. Can you like stab her?
I'm worried that she'll just. Excuse us for a second, Lilith. I just want to make sure he knows what he's getting himself into before he goes full vampire.
Take your time.
Henry swirls his
And
blood
Lilith
cup.
kind of just rising into the air and just like laying back with her arms behind her head.
All right, yeah, I guess she looks pretty distracted. I was just worried that if A, I try and she sees me and dodges, we're going to get in a full-on battle. B, if I miss, we're going to be in a full-on battle.
I mean, we gotta fight her one way or another, right? Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Yeah, I just really don't want to go through a whole battle, I want to... I was trying to think of a way to just, like, catch her off guard.
Henry swirls his blood cup and says, "And I'm halfway gone, and I'm on my way." You know who does that song? Rock?
Lifehouse?
That's Lifehouse.
It finally happened.
Hey, Orc, hand me the thing, please. Discreetly.
All right. I discreetly hand Puff a javelin.
Like, we'll just
Roll
go
a
back to
sleight
back.
of hand check.
All right. Sleight of hand check. Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm.
That is an 8.
Okay. To help distract Lilith, I say, well, if I'm going to be a vampire for at least the next week, can you maybe tell me a little bit about the culture? Like, what should I know about being a vampire so I can, experience the best of it for these next few days?
Roll a deception check.
Okay. 19.
Okay. Yeah, so Lilith's like, oh man, like it's a whole thing. It's like, when you're a vampire, you kind of like, you gotta stay out of the sun. You know that one. It's very common. We all have a resting place that you like go to during the day. If you're a real vampire and you get killed, you go like back to your resting place and you kind of just regenerate there, which is super cool. For the most part, unless like certain things happen to you, we don't like to talk about it with people, but it's like you want to avoid garlic, you want to avoid running water, you want to avoid light. Really, light's super bad.
Oh, wow. I got to really change my diet. I eat a lot of garlic.
Yeah,
currently.
I mean, it's a lot of things to remember for sure. Yeah. But then you're immortal, so that's pretty cool.
I guess that's a pretty good
Yeah.
trade-off. But
And
I mean,
you gotta hate the gray hearts.
Pass.
Okay.
Is that you passing me the javelin?
Yeah, I did pass it to you.
Okay.
All right, roll a sleight of hand check.
I did already. Is it with advantage now that Yenri's deceiving her?
Sure.
Please.
All right, that one's 19.
Okay. You're able to successfully pass Puff the Javelin as Lilith's like blabbering on to Yenri about vampires.
And I say, hey, Lilith,
Yeah?
I hope you like steak. And I use Dimensional Door and I appear with the steak in her heart, that spot, and say, with extra garlic butter.
And roll an attack roll. See if you can hit this spot.
And at the same time, can I blast her with the brightness pebble?
Like Puff. Okay, so as Puff is saying that, you do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We time it together.
And you hear Lilith shriek as that happens. You turn the brightness pebble on and you say its command word, and it shines a cone of bright light out at Lilith. And she seems paralyzed for a moment. So roll an attack roll with advantage, Puff.
Oh my, are you fucking kidding me? I got an 8.
With advantage?
What?
I got an 8 and a 2. Do I add anything to it?
It's an attack roll, so...
Yeah, that means it's a 10.
Gotcha. Yeah, so you miss as you dimensional door towards her, and she's paralyzed for a moment. She's like, how dare you defy me? And she's sitting there as the brightness pebble hits her, and she seems dazed for a moment.
All right, I've got 3 more javelins. Can I toss
Throw
one?
them all.
Double attack with my javelins.
Okay.
Splatter shot.
Oh, nat 20.
There we go. So you take back one of your posts, your javelins, and you throw it, and you see it go through the heart of Lilith, and it explodes in like this like black oozy liquid starts pouring out of the wound, and you see her eyes roll back in her head, and she shrieks loudly, and her bones start to like crunch as she's like moving in this jittery motion, and her skin starts to like hollow in on her bones as like the flesh starts to disappear, and the skin starts to dissipate and fall off in flakes, and her hair begins to fall out, and the whole castle starts to shudder as her body breaks down in front of you, and a powder falls down onto the ground where she was once floating, and Puff, you fall down to the ground next to her. And all that's left is a necklace with a red gem in it.
Yenri looks down at his hands and tries to see how he's feeling.
Yeah, so Yenri, you look down and you notice like your hands start to look more lifelike. They start to begin to be more pink, and you aren't hungry anymore, and you have a bad taste in your mouth of salt and metal.
I put down the cup of blood that I've been sipping out of. Oh, guys, I think I'm going back to normal. I think you did it.
We did it?
Whoa.
I feel kind of sick, but I think that's because of the blood, not the vampirism.
Yeah, you drank a lot of blood. Yeah, right.
Wow, we're vampire hunters now.
Yeah, I would part vampire, so we got our bases covered.
You're a vampire hunter. You're a vampire hunter.
Vampire,
Hunter.
hunter. I'll put it on my resume. We go inspect the red necklace that dropped?
Yeah. So you go in and look at it, and it's just it's a red gem with like a swirling, like it almost looks like a red liquid inside, and it's on a gold chain. And it has kind of, it's like the gem is like inlaid into this ornate gold metal piece.
We did it, guys. The talisman of vampire. I reach out and touch the necklace, like pick it up.
Okay. You pick it up and it just continues to swirl, but you're not sure exactly what it is.
Okay.
We should bring this back to Grandham.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grandham will know.
Grandam. The Pontiac Grandam.
So go back to Grandham's house?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you pick up the necklace and you exit the manor and walk back down the hill to the potion shop where Grand Hag is. And you go up and knock on the door, and Grand Hag answers and says, "You're still alive. Does this mean that you were successful?"
Yeah, no fangs. Yenri, show your teeth.
Yeah, my teeth. I think I don't have fangs.
Oh, my lord, my stars, I cannot believe it. And she goes and hugs Yenri. And it's like, you don't know what you've all done for our town. You've saved us. We've been living in such fear, and you have saved us from this horror.
You're
How
welcome.
can we ever repay you?
Ham.
And ham.
She could give you ham. Is that all? I guess, yeah. Got ham.
Wait. We're on a mission. Do you have any way to get us into? We're on our way to Mardine. No, on our way to the capital city
Yeah.
of Omnia. Do you have any way to get us in there? Like to the capital, like maybe to the main castle? Got any
Like
hookups out here?
My daughter is a guard in the king's army.
Oh.
Maybe she could help you.
That's
That would be
just
amazing.
convenient enough
That
to
sounds
work.
like a great start.
Yes, my granddaughter Helki. Maybe I can have a bird send a message to let her help you in. I mean, she is indebted to you as much as we all are. She is our family, and we all owe you.
Yeah, contact Hamkey and let her know that we need help.
I will do this at once. And she walks over to her window, and there's a raven in a cage standing there. And she takes out a piece of paper and she writes a note on it and attaches it to the raven's leg and lets it fly out the window. It's like, make haste, dear raven. And she turns around to you.
How do we find her?
I've notified her of your coming and your description. She will find you at the gates.
Thank
Okay.
you, Granham.
That'll do,
It
Peg.
is the very, very least I can do for you.
What did you say?
I said that'll do, Peg.
Because she's Grandham.
That'll do.
For some reason I thought you said hag.
That'll do, Hag. That would
also
work
work.
too.
That's closer to her real name.
And TE is standing there, and she goes and hugs Granhag, and then she walks out the door, and she says, I believe we have done enough in this town. You have saved it. You have taught me about true friendship and courage tonight. Quickly, let us stay the night. I guess here, wait. What should you do? I don't even know.
Quickly,
Let us go to sleep.
Quickly, let's go to
I
sleep.
don't know how to
I was
do
like,
that.
wait, could go back to her carriage, but that's weird.
No.
You guys are like safe here.
Yeah.
Now that you said that, I won't be able to sleep.
Yeah.
Quickly. To bed with you.
Quickly stay.
Yeah.
I believe there was talk of ham.
Maybe we shall enjoy ham tonight and sleep, and in the morning we shall head to Omnia.
That sounds lovely.
So Granhag makes you some ham, and she places it on the table, a big old round of ham.
Ham!
And you sit there with Hamish and Granham and Hamabamania, and you and you enjoy the ham of your labors.
Now there's an episode title.
Ham of your thing.